Katy Perry recently dropped the music video for Woman's World, and the reception has been, to say the least, bad. It's been real bad. There are a lot of factors at play here: her collaboration with Dr. Luke, the song's quality, and of course the music video itself. So let's dig into why this release has caused such a stir. The song comes from her upcoming album 143, named after her angel number, set to release in September. This is Katy's 7th studio album following Smile from 2020, which was her first album since Teenage Dream not to hit #1 in the UK or US. Naturally, 143 was being hyped as her big comeback. She even dyed her hair back to her iconic black, a throwback to her style when she first made it big. And people were genuinely excited to see what Katy Perry would do next. But things took a bit of a turn when it was revealed that Dr. Luke, who Kesha has accused of SA, was heavily involved in the album's production. Kesha's response was a simple but telling tweet. She even wore this on a shirt emphasizing her feelings. Kesha had also previously claimed that Katy Perry herself was assaulted by Dr. Luke, but both Dr. Luke and Katy Perry deny this. However, the controversy remains a significant stain on the album's release. It is worth noting that many other artists have also recently released music with Dr. Luke and seemingly have not been called out to the same extent, although most are under contract with him. So, could Katy deliver an absolute banger of a song that would make fans overlook Dr. Luke's involvement? Unfortunately, the answer is no. Woman's World features lyrics like, "Sexy, confident, so intelligent, she is heaven sent, so soft, so strong, superhuman, #1, she's a sister, she's a mother. Open your eyes, just look around and you'll discover it's a woman's world and you're lucky to be living in it." So yeah, pretty generic catchphrases for surface level feminism. It's putting women on this unrealistic pedestal of perfection. We are not only sexy, but confident, intelligent, soft yet strong, superhuman. Even, I mean, that part's true, but men aren't supposed to know about that. We are flawed, complex, full human beings, just like men are. So potentially, Katy Perry is also being ironic in the lyrics, suggesting that the catchphrases are silly, but who wants to sing along to a silly two-dimensional song where you have to apparently be singing it ironically? I don't know, I can't imagine any party or any club or any bar or anything where everyone just like this comes on and people start singing it. Like, you know, WAP. WAP was a big thing. As Alim Karaj wrote in an article for Dazed, Woman's World sounds like it was designed by a committee in a boardroom at Capitol Records, whose sole objective was a sync on RuPaul's Drag Race and generating comments of "you ate" from white gays living in West Hollywood. On to the music video. It opens with Katy dressed as Rosie the Riveter, surrounded by women in construction outfits, but with snatched waists and skimpy clothing. The scene quickly shifts to close-ups of Katy's bouncing chest, seemingly a satirical nod to the male gaze, I guess. After this airbrushed and sexualized ironic facade, Katy is smashed by an anvil and then wakes up on the street, needing to inflate her body as though she is a blow-up doll. That imagery is pretty self-explanatory, but the anvil moment is also a nod to cartoons like Roadrunner, potentially suggesting the two-dimensional and cartoon nature of modern feminism in the current capitalism landscape. That was a long sentence. Katy Perry then walks the streets in a bikini and this cyberpunk horse legs sort of thing as chaos ensues around her. There's some tableaus of feminism scattered about, as well as a nod to queer culture with two men making out, potentially pointing out the idea of queerbaiting in pop music. Her horse legs, I didn't think I'd have to say horse legs in the context of Katy Perry, but here we are. Here we are. Her horse legs run out of juice, so of course she needs to refill her ass with gas to get moving again. Then, in a cameo out of nowhere, but kind of on brand for Katy Perry, who likes to co-op to whoever is having a moment in pop culture, she jumps into a monster truck helmed by none other than Trisha Paytas. It ends with Katy Perry doing a TikTok dance with a girl before stealing her ring light shaped like the symbol for women. She jumps on a helicopter and screams her name for all to hear, potentially trying to show some self self-awareness about her drop-off and current desire to reclaim her fame. The backlash to the music video was swift. The critical reception was extremely negative, but it's not just the critics with qualms, it's almost everyone. Let's take a look at some of the comments under the music video. A feminist song if it was directed by Michael Bay. This feels like a parody of feminism gone wrong. I think at the end when the woman asks, "Who are you?" Katy should have said, "I'm a woman." That would have been more funny or satirical if this really is a parody. If you have to explain the satire because most people don't get it, it is at best bad satire, and at worst, just another version of the thing it is commenting on. The beginning being a satire on the male gaze, and then the scene transforming into also the male gaze sure was powerful. That's what happens when parody is done poorly. It's a bad song as well. I really like Katy Perry, but this is not good. Katy responded to the backlash with an Instagram post caption, "You can do anything, even satire." I kind of didn't need to yell that, but...
You go, girl! You were born to shine. And we're kind of just having fun, being a bit sarcastic with it. It's very slapstick and very on the nose. And with this set, it's like, ooh, we're not about the male gaze, but we really are about the male gaze. And we're really overplaying it and on the nose because I'm about to get smashed, which is like a reset for me and a reset for my idea of feminine divine. And it's a whole different world we go to after this.
So yeah, there we go. Clearly she intended the video to be tongue-in-cheek. I think we all got that, but it just still feels like an empty and muddled cash grab that missed whatever point she was trying to make. One of the biggest questions I have is, who is this for? Is it supposed to be a power anthem to uplift women and young girls? Is it supposed to be a middle finger to everything? Maybe in the end, it's just that sometimes people lose their touch. However, I should point out that many people seem to have actually really liked the music video and song and have shared their thoughts online. We'll see how the full album fares when it's released on September 20th. I wonder if there will be adjustments to the rest of the album based on this song's reception. I think probably there will be, but time will tell. But what did you think of the music video? Do you feel empowered as a woman or offended as a man or just tired? Consider subscribing if you enjoyed this, even just a little tiny bit. Have a sick day and great rest of your life.